Hi guys, hi everyone. Okay, so I hope you're all doing very well wherever you are. And yeah, this is a beautiful Friday in Beijing. Okay, and right now this is the community that I live in. By the way, I live in that building there. So anyway, right now it's so hot. Kurukupisa. It's very hot. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you briefly about something that I came across on social media. As you know that these days I've been very busy in terms of kubasa, chichichi and ditika. But thank goodness, nitawana some few days kuzorora because the FIFA Club World Cup is now coming to an end. But that aside, I wanted to talk about something that I came across on social media. We understand that there's been a talk in terms of a woman. I don't want to mention names on my videos. In terms of a woman who went on an interview talking about her personal life after a bad personal experience as well. And we've seen a lot of criticism coming on the part of the journalist. On the part of the journalist who interviewed her, and saying, well, they asked some really bad questions or too personal questions and too intimate questions, this and that. But one thing I have to point out is this: as someone who works in media, I'll tell you, if you are invited for an interview, but in this case I understand that it is the woman who actually wanted to be on an interview to give a side of the story of what had happened in her life. But I'll tell you this, in case one day you might find yourself in the similar situation, you are not forced to answer any question, okay, that you don't feel comfortable to answer. You have the right to tell the journalist, the interviewer, whoever it is, the podcaster, whatever. You have the right to tell them that the question that you're asking is too personal. I'm not going to answer it here. Let's talk about something else. Or you have the clarity of saying, well, I'm not going to be talking about my personal life in this interview. Let's talk about general aspects of the things, life things, whatever. That is the case. But then, if you also want to look at the interview itself, you'll find that the woman was being, was exposing herself, saying everything. One, there are so many aspects that can lead to that. Sometimes maybe she felt after the verdict of what happened in the court, maybe also she felt that, that kind of humiliation that I lost. So maybe a lot of people are thinking I'm lying. So she felt the need to be also on media to talk, to give a side of the story, dishing out things about her life, what is happening, the abuses, the what. But it can also work against you. You get my point? It can also work against you in such situations. So, in as much as I understand that people heal in different ways, people react in different ways, but we also have to be careful with the things that we do, that we say, especially, during all these current podcasts that are there. You might feel like people will feel sorry for me. People will, know much about. People really, generally, they don't care. You get my point? If they create an opinion about you, people don't care. If they think you are a bad person, no matter how much you give your side of the story, they will still remain thinking that. And also, people on social media, they're just people on social media. We also have our own issues, you understand? You have we are not just trying to hear your side of the story. Right. You can ask yourself, so after